Hello, I'm Ali Langdon. Welcome to A Current Affair. Monique Jeremiah loves the spotlight. She's into beauty pageants, always dreaming of a career in front of the camera. But when that failed, she opened a disability modelling agency. More diversity and representation can only be a good thing, right? Well, if you ask those who signed on with her, and we did, they've been taken advantage of, underpaid, with Monique pocketing more than her fair share.
This is what happens when people are jealous, that they love to ambush. They know I love the media. Why not? I've been on a lot of TV shows. I'm proud because you know what? That's what built our agency.
All I wanted was to get back into the scheme of work and have purpose and stability. Not only was I taken advantage of, I was left with the psychological of not being good enough.
When I found out that I was being taken advantage of with payments, I was pretty upset.
Hi there, my name is Monique Jeremiah.
You're so
Monique loves the camera, walking many catwalks in her time.
I am very confident in myself.
She's been on that many TV shows, we stopped counting.
I'm a farm virgin.
Yeah, okay.
One time, she even went on national television, renting out half her bed.
Hot bedding, you are definitely welcome to send me a message and I may just accept your application.
When her own modelling career didn't kick off,
I was too multicultural, too short, too curvy and too old. So I gave up my dream.
that's when she started Diversity Models. NDIS registered, she claims it's Australia's first disability modelling agency, although she doesn't include everyone.
Our modelling agency is very simple. We're not going to go for models that are excessively obese, but on the other side, we won't accept models that are anorexic or a size 4 to 6. We don't really represent trans or gender fluids or that particular demographic.
And among the models Monique does accept is Hayley Livesey, a legally blind Brisbane woman.
And she did mention that sometimes people, companies, organisations do want you to look disabled. Monique basically asked me, you know, do you have a walking stick? And I said no. And she said, well, I basically need one for this shoot.
You were told to look more disabled?
Yeah.
Hi, Monique Jeremiah, hi. My name is Zarisha Bradley. I'm from A Current Affair. We just have a couple of...
We caught up with Monique about that walking stick and other issues.
She doesn't use a walking stick. Is she not disabled enough?
No, she had disabilities.
But she doesn't use a walking stick.
This is irrelevant to what you actually questioned me about. I love that I'm on A Current Affair. Thank you so much for the publicity.
But it gets worse. Monique is accused of unfairly pocketing what could have been paid to her young clients living with disabilities.
She needs to be stopped and people need to know what she's doing and what she's capable of.
I wouldn't stop until she gets it through her mind. Don't get in the way of disabled people. Don't be discriminatory against disabled people and don't push your luck.
Brandon Mirazai is one of Monique's Sydney-based models living with cerebral palsy and epilepsy. He was one of several models hired from her agency to shoot an advertisement for a company.
I just got messages from Monique saying that the payment was going to be $500 for me. When we got to the location of the photo shoot in Queensland, then the producer asked us to sign a document and noticed the number completely different, saying $1,300 for every single model.
That's when the red flags appeared for Brandon.
The pricing difference would actually be exactly $800 difference. And when we noticed the massive difference, we started questioning Monique.
Brandon says the producer refused to pay Monique's agency and transferred directly to each model.
If she didn't step in, each of us would have only been given the $500 that Monique wanted to give us, and Monique would have taken the rest for herself.
I'm not going to admit anything because your facts are wrong.
Well, that's quite a profit that you'd be profiting off vulnerable people. I mean,
we are not a non-for-profit business, nor are we a charity.
I'm told that modelling agencies usually only take a 20% cut.
Well, sorry, but we are not a traditional modelling agency.
I don't know how she was granted NDIS registration to be registered with vulnerable people, yet she's taking their money.
To join Diversity Models, Monique charges females around $2,400. The breakdown of that includes a mandatory portfolio shoot, billing $425 for this hair and makeup on Hayley.
Monique, her hair doesn't even look done.
That is your opinion.
$425, that's about double what the average price is. Brides aren't even paying that.
What's your point? We don't operate in the wedding industry.
And $975 for a few dozen portfolio photos, plus another $975 for Monique's agency setup fee.
Because you know what? Any PR is good PR. And you know what? I am proud of what we do. And this interview does not even bother me one bit.
So it felt like a bit of a rort, really.
Did you think you got your money's worth?
Definitely not.
And then the Sydney trip.
Yeah.
So she was trying to recruit you to go on this content creation modelling retreat.
And it was advertised as learning how to model, learning how to pose, learning how to, interact with people, those kinds of things.
But really, the main event was a disability expo Monique was speaking at.
We were put to work to go to showcase for Monique why she spoke there. Basically, felt like free marketing, but we were paying to be there, basically.
The cost of this weekend trip, almost $5,300. That only included carry-on luggage, and the models had to share a room.
I had asked multiple times of a breakdown of what we were actually paying for, because it was quite a substantial amount of money, and I wanted to know, is this going to enhance or, get me paid work, basically. And we didn't receive any of that.
Hayley has functional neurological disorder and sometimes has seizures. Monique told her it would be another $1,000 to bring her support worker.
And I said, well, what are you going to do if I have a seizure? Will you know what to do? And she didn't really know what to say. And I said, these are the things that I'm talking about of the diverse clients that you're wanting to not work with, but take advantage of. I seen red and I listened to my gut and I was like, I am not doing that.
And good luck to those models who made these accusations, because you know what? You would have been with our agency for long term if you didn't try to destroy our reputation.
That's if they ever got a spot in front of the camera if Monique was around.
In almost every gig I had where she would step in and be a part of the photo, which in my perspective is pretty much stupid. She doesn't need to be. The client wants the model, they don't want her. Why don't you carry on with your modelling career and keep vulnerable people out of it?
And my dream would be to be a TV presenter, just like you, or a reporter, just without university, but that's okay.
A Current Affair understands the NDIS Commission is looking into Monique Jeremiah and diversity models.
Monique, are you only interested in your own fame and fortune?
No, I'm interested in the welfare and the success of my models who achieve paid employment across Australia.
It's not just about me, it's about the disability community that, some of them aren't able to speak up for themselves, but I want to be that voice for them.
Yeah, well, we're happy to wave goodbye to you, Monique. It takes a certain type of person to rip off the very people you claim to be championing. And good on you, Hayley and Brandon, for speaking out.